Where is railway line? Here is railway line. Where is railway line? Oh, I can hear myself. Here it is. There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Oh dear, that's not supposed to happen. Neither's that. The rest of the consist is coupled fine, it's just the two locomotives aren't. Gotcha. We are going way too fast. Okay. How do we go about sorting this out? We might just have to wait for it to derail, to be honest. Oh, we've left one of the cabooses behind. Fuck. Oh well. Double fuck, I don't need to be on top of the train. Oh, we are speeding. We are going very fast. Very fast indeed. Oh shit, something just came off. I don't know what. We're decelerating, but I can't see anything right now. Something big just came off, judging from how hard we're decelerating. Holy shit. Oh dear me. Shit. Alright, let's vent the brakes. Brakes are blown off. Oh dear me. Oh, that's expensive. I knew that was going to happen. We were going way too fast for the corners. That's very expensive. Oh dear. I'm going to kill those engines. Literally shut them down to conserve fuel. Let's see if anything else has come off along the way. If there's any carriers. No, it's just these three, I think, that just all came off at once. And they're all critically damaged as well. Oh, that's scary. Oh my god. That coupling is hanging on by a thread. That is terrifying. That's screenshot worthy. That is terrifying. Like, if I break this coupling now, that's all going to swing down. I'm not going to do that because it'll make it even more expensive, but that is what would happen. We're going to have to drag this carriage forwards now. And just hope it doesn't take any more down with it. Which is a very real possibility. Either that or the coupling will snap. There's not as much weight on it as there was anymore. But still, attempting to drag it sideways is going to put a lot of force on it. Which is not, I think, something it'll appreciate. All the same, we need both engines in this, I think. been releasing those brakes. That's such a shame. That'll probably be far enough, I would have thought. Please don't tell me that coupling snapped, because that'll make it extremely expensive. Well, there's no carriage just sitting on the ground, so I don't think it has. No. Don't you dare. Oh, you sod. Fine, we'll just have to compress it then. These are all critically damaged carriages. I'm not 100% sure what damage does on a vehicle that's still rolling. I think it makes it more susceptible to derailments, which is suboptimal, but I'm not sure what else it does effectively. What's up? I'm not sure actually, I haven't kept track of it. Probably though. Give me 2 seconds. Well, 2 seconds.
Okay, well, I'll try and take what I can from here.
Fair enough.
Until the left.
I was just going to opt to bring it down, but
Well, it's actually there, so.
you're lost, my game.
Well, there you are, I've got half of them.
Alright, same. For just 2 seconds, I'll This one venting things. Oh, I'm just going to clear that vent. Oh yeah, it was where I blew the brakes off by the tail. It's here where I just disconnected these brake hoses. There we go. Very quickly so I don't forget. Oh, no, it just despawned one of the cabooses. Alright, well in that case I'm just going to put the other one on the tail then. Because, cute. There we go, that's coupled up properly, yeah, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I despawned one of the cabooses actually, I remember now. Because I wasn't sure if it would be okay to have two. And there we go, let's just attach that there. It's all good. It was the wrong way around, just shoot. I wanted to be able to see forwards like that. But now I can. Do it. I will be like that. With a very, very tired dead leg. Because I've been sat on it. Hi, I'm back. Man, there is a lot of weight to this train. Maximum accelerator, and this is near idle. Fuck, that's so cool though. I'm just gonna relax on the air brakes. Stop running away. Well, no, I'm not gonna escape. I'm just gonna... Why must you do this to me? That's what I'm gonna find. Somewhere random. It's just stop up. Fast, I think, so we're just gonna launch off the brakes. Should start to slow us down. Come off the brakes. Reverse. Check conflicting sets of points. The whole train should be okay, but just double check. Make sure I'm not about to jack my foot or anything. Oh, we'll be okay. This is a long thing. I highly doubt it'll all go to the station at once. I can know for a fact it won't. That's I done fucked up. Again. back. The train could not be curving at the station. Playing around with passenger trains. So I'm going to clear it. This music is very morbid. This is the sort of music I play Scott Buckley for. It's also quite loud, which I want to fix. That's more like it. I don't exactly have adaptive sound or anything, so it's the best I can really speaking to at the moment. There is a shop that you sell cassettes, shunter quick guides, pocket punch, barcode scannery thing. Huh. Very cool. It is time to take a job. Is there anything here that goes to the steel mill? Hazmat level 2. Fuck. I only have hazmat level 1 at the moment. There's really nothing that goes to the steel mill at the moment. That is surprising. There's some logistical stuff. No, that's Southwest. Is there anything that goes to the steel mill? Oh, there's this that I literally tossed away. I'm surprised though, there is normally more than this. Steel mill having town, that's shunting stuff, I don't want to deal with that. That's, again, stuff I can't do. But a lot of this doesn't even pay that well. Right. Well, let's grab this thing and let us go and discover scrap metals. This, I would imagine, would be it. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 carriages, trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this is it. This is very dramatic music. I'm playing a train game. I should really build a chill music playlist. I did, but it was full of copyrighted music. And my streams kept getting suspended. So, in the end I just gave up on it. Where's my locomotive? Here, my locomotive. Let's get you started up. Let's turn you on. Where the fuck's the on switch? Found it. Click the button. And there we go. I have operating gear. Oh, it's on the build from 0 atmospheric pressure or something. Brilliant. Game is also quite loud. I swear that made no difference. I effectively just halved the audio volume and it made no difference. checking out the facts. Yes. It's not the usual route. It's not wow. That's all set up. Get a couple of them ready to go, and then I'll have to pick the job. Wrong end. Forward we go. Wilfred Eel. These are the living cities. I hope the new simulator update coming adds some life to them. Just checking, make sure I'm mistaken. No, it isn't. Plastic. Double checking. No, it is E1. 20 kilometers an hour, which is about 15 more than we want to be for coupling. So we'll have to slow down. Nice and gentle. Don't want to be too rough with it or I'll break it. So. Oddly enough, that sentiment works for a lot of things. Go full independent brake. Yeah, this. Nice. Okay. Okay, where's our shed that has the job place? I don't know, but I'm going to drive the train over there. We are barely moving. This train is really heavy. Also, the brakes have pretty much. Pretty much that. I wish Instagram would send you like one or two, all messaging apps send you like one or two notifications and someone puts through a string of messages. I get irritated when I get texted from people. And that's not for any fault of theirs. But it's because messaging apps, especially Instagram, like to send about 16 trillion notifications. One for every single action the other person takes, and it's really annoying. Just, like, give me the option to change stuff at least. This is more really dramatic music, which I'm driving a fucking train. In a game, like, I don't need the dramatic music. We got the steel mill. 580 tons. This is from E1 output, so yes, that was the correct consist we just picked up. Good, because I don't want to be accused correctly of stealing shit. Let's just make sure we're okay on the out. And let's go. Just wait for the brakes to come out. Come off this way. It's just gonna take a second. think giving the engine just a little bit of throttle helps it along. I think the game simulates compressing that way. So just the tiniest bit of throttle. Notch 1. Just gonna wait for that to come on now. We're probably okay to brute force it for the last bit, to be honest. And my sensitivity is ridiculous. I like to use my yard speed. Battery just and slow it takes the age. You can hear the loop of the rest of it. 14. Driving a train with a steering wheel, some people would say. The ascending grade really work a bit rough, so we're going to crash the engine. Interestingly enough, it's usually a quick boot for a long time, but it can be best to mostly around the top. Not with don't you bog down. Find you on the line and single locomotive, or maybe 600 ton with a 3-degree incline. I'm not surprised if it's true. At 5 degrees feel very easy to do. gold. Because that is an incredibly peaceful impact. 28 minutes for one box. Shouldn't be too catastrophic. I actually missed that speed limit. I'm going to presume it was 70. Oh, we've got another one, like 60. With a decrease of at least 20. To, I'm going to guess 40. I was correct, I guess. So a little on the air brakes then. Coming up this hill, that should be plenty. Just watching it tick down. I've put loads of lighting on this corner. I think it's this corner. So it's more easy to notice. Yeah, it is this corner. Easy to notice and easy to slow down for. Because I have come off of this corner before. Really quite spectacularly. And it's just terrifying because you slide up that little hill there off to the right and then there's just a sheer drop. And I've had locomotives slide far enough because they've gone over that like 50 kilometers an hour, which is enough. There's no tolerance on that corner, and they've gone over it at that speed, and that has been enough to wipe them out, send them off, and they just skid. There's a little bit of a downhill before it goes uphill, and there's a sheer. The result of that, as I'm sure you can imagine, is most unsavory. Because it gains speed as it derails, which is terrifying to be in the car. Okay. I did release my brakes, didn't I? It's a little bit more money then, so it's straight to full power. Go. We have level terrain, 70 kilometers an hour, and there is no way in hell I'm going to reach 70. This thing is struggling to break. Struggling to break 40. So, this is going to take a while. I'm not sure we're going to get that bonus back. If we do, it'll have to be a hot shot. I'm writing, don't even bother decouple. and the job really done. I have done hot trucks before. I've literally disconnected the trucks from the locomotive while the train's still moving, but that's only really practical in a handful of situations. This does not feel like a 70 kilometre an hour curve. This feels like a 50. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're only doing 55, but it's a little bit of some of these wires. They feel like you're going off and you're not. On some of them, you do the signposted speed and you do, which is a little bit annoying. I don't pretend to know the map well enough to know which ones they are. But I have sent locomotives down the side of the cluster. That, I think, is as fast as I'm prepared to go on this terrain, even if it means I don't get the bonus point. I'm getting very dramatic music playing, and I don't know why. Like, Scott Buckley makes loads of really, really chill music, stuff that's, you know, fit to play in the background of libraries. He literally calls them library music, and yet I'm getting all the dramatic ones, and almost none of the chill ones. And I don't know why that is, but it's really annoying. I just realised, because I usually move my hands around a little when I talk, I was absolutely jerking my mouse all over the place. 80 rising to at least 100. That's good. I'm just going to let the train coast now. For anyone who's curious, by the way, because I've noticed I've got a few viewers, this game is Derail Valley, but it is heavily modded. 120 dropping to at least 100. Okay. Sorry, at most 100. It's actually dropping to, I think that's 90. Not that it makes much odds, because this train's not doing 65, but it is good to know the speed limit, because I do sometimes take light locomotives and stuff down these lines, and then you are pushing the speed limit the whole way, even coasting. Just because it's quicker. Plus, if you've got speed, it means you can use the engine less, oddly. With trains, it's often more fuel efficient to have a bit of a speed overhead, especially if you've got a load on, because it means then you don't have to thrash your engine as hard. If it's just a small hill, you can just let the momentum of the train take you up. Something trains can do because of their incredibly low friction coefficient. Cars can't really do it. But the train... Ooh, my mouse is not happy with me, but the train's definitely can. That was not me. I can't move my mouse that fast. It's not that sensitive. I can't tell what that speed limit is. 60, I think, so we actually do need to hit the brakes now. Just going to use the independent. I'm not going to bother with the air brake. The independent brake on this locomotive is ridiculously strong. So, that should be plenty. I'm just going to let it go around here, and again, this is one of those sketchy corners where it doesn't feel like you should be doing 60, and yet the train just doesn't come off. No, this one isn't one of them. Forget. It's one of those sketchy sets of points where it doesn't feel like you should be doing 60 and the train doesn't come off. There's an 80, but it immediately drops to a 60 again, so I'm not going to bother with accelerating on this. And then I have a set of points somewhere in the distance that I need to change. So I'm just going to get this into switch mode. What's the speed limit here? 60 with a 0.9% downward gradient. So we're just going to let the train coast because we're not at the speed limit yet. And then 90 with a minus 1.1. Again, let the train coast. I'm not going to bother correcting. That's going to be an 80. That's fine. I both like and dislike Derail Valley's terrain. It's really buggy, and there are loads of really, really harsh edges that you just would not see naturally. And the textures are terrible quality, but also, holy fuck, is it pretty. Like, it's some of the best terrain, like, topography-wise, that I have ever seen in a train game. And that's because it's a fictional location, so they were able to play around with scenery. Like, there are only a few places in the world where you can run your train through a set of mountains on the side of a mountain. And I imagine it was at least partially leveled out to the Alps. Points switched, we're coming in on B3, so I'm going to put a bit more brake on air brake. I'm going to come off the independent so I don't completely cook them. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but I think it is. So I'm not. Well, I don't think you can actually overheat your brakes per se, but I think they do wear out if you use them. So I'm going to save myself the servicing costs. I just want. I'm going to slow this train right down so I can go up ahead and change the climate. That's fine. That's not fine. That's fine. That is also fine. Here we go. We are good to go. Yeah, I'm getting really dramatic music. I'm going to jump that one. Skip it, sorry. And hope that September the 5th is not a dramatic day. Come on, we're going downhill. Why are you being this sluggish? Earlier, I beat the time bonus on a job by, I think, about 30 seconds. Like, I verified the job was complete at 44 minutes and 30 seconds out of a bonus time of 45 minutes. And that was, looking at that job form was a bit, wow, how the hell did I do that? Because I imagine that's probably not something that happens so often. Because this game, you'll notice, has no time indicators of any kind apart from a watch that only works because I have a mod installed. I think it only works because I have a mod installed. That was a weird graphical bug. Yeah, I just checked out my stream replay, and that was, in fact, that wasn't just a trick of the light or something only I saw. That did in fact happen. I hope I've got the entire train inside the thing. Seeing as I just dumped all my air pressure, it'll take forever to rebuild. Yes, I have. Okay. September the 5th was not a dramatic day. Very good. Crush the time. Gonna leave this in here with all the other ones. I've all vanished because I unloaded this area. Got 91 grand. I'm also going to put the receipt in. See if I've got any fees. What did I do? What did I do? I mean, I'm not buying licenses right now, so it doesn't bother me, but what did I do? Probably use the locomotive. That's probably why I've got an insurance company. It's like maintenance or some shit. Let's just make sure the air pressure is dumped. Yes. And let's find some jobs. Because you don't need to pay your insurance premium to take jobs. You don't want to go to the harbour in town particularly. That's a bit of a long slog. They're all going to harbour in town now. Are you kidding me? Nah, brother. Nah, brother. Ooh, I have notifications. Ooh, I have definitely good notifications. Many, yes. And Instagram's not going to load them. Right. I should probably now reply to messages. I have. Oh, that's a big number. Right. Should probably play a game. And long 2. Do I have long 2? I'm not sure I have that particular license yet. Did I buy it, or did I buy something else? I do have long 2. Excellent. That thing weighs nearly 700 tons. Harbour and Town. Harbour and Town. You're probably all going to end up going to different places in Harbour and Town because it's just such a. They all go to Harbour and Town. Oh man. These duplicates. They look like they're duplicates. No, that's not. That's almost a duplicate, but not quite. That's almost a duplicate, but not quite. Let's take the 2 highest paying ones first, which are these 2. And then we'll take the other ones. Denied? Why are you denied? Bruv. I was not aware that was a thing, but okay, sure. Oh. The engine is... No, the engine is not switched off. No wonder it's still costing me money. I could service it manually, which I think cuts the cost in half, but I do have like 90 grand and I really can't be arsed, so I'm just going to pay it. Right, where are my 2 highest paying jobs again? It's this one. And this one. And let's also try taking 19.8, 23.6. Let's see if I can take any more. I can. But how many can I take? In fact, I can take 4. Well, I mean, that's all the ones I want to take. Do I have any logistical ones going there? No, that's to the coal mine. That's the eye. Okay. So I have 4 jobs. B10, or B1 out, B6 out, B2 out, B4 out. I'm gonna need another locomotive. Are there any over here? I don't believe it, there are literally none spawned. It's just spawned guard spawns. That's infuriating. Are there any locomotives spawned anywhere? I don't like having to spawn them myself. It's incredibly cheating. I don't want dramatic music, I'm playing a train game. Thank you. It's giving me all the dramatic stuff. I'm not sure there are any... I mean, to be fair, most of it is downhill. But there is one uphill section that I would be really worried about hauling like 1,200... Sorry, hauling like 2,000 tons with a single locomotive. I will probably do it anyway, but we might get stuck. And if we get stuck, I'm going to have to bring another locomotive from somewhere else to bank it. Which will be a hassle and will certainly lose me my time bonus. But enough nattering, because I'll be losing my time bonus as it is. Let's just make it go. Where's my switch? I'm in the wrong end for the switch, isn't it? Yep, I am. Right, let's get off the brakes. It should probably help if I start it. Let's make sure on the centre of the track then it's running empty. The other end, but I'd rather pull the train and not push it. Because that way I can actually change the exact system. So these are probably all going to end up going to different places if I had to guess. So we've got E9 out, E8, C2, D4. that's really inconvenient. Only 2 of them go to the same yard, yet alone the same siding. Oh well. Oh. Just sudden change in the lighting. Weird. Have you seen that one before? Yeah, the lights just flip around like that. Let's give it some welly. I'm just going to see how fast I can go by the time I hit the end set points. At which point I'm going to apply all the brakes. 60 kilometers an hour. 70, and we hit 80. And we hit 88. We're not hitting 88. Right. On the brakes. Why is my game performing so terribly all of a sudden? Oh, we are not stopped. I have committed a severe and continuing lapse in judgment. Right, let's start with the long ones. B2. B4, okay. Start with B4 then. Actually, you go to D4. Let's put some effort into this, shall we? So you go to E. So we'll drop off to E last. So we'll get B2, and then we'll get from B6. B2 and B6 we want to grab first. Okay. Some thought into this. B3. Here's B2. Oh, that was already set correctly. I'm utter pedant. Right. Let us go. Really speaking, I want to be shunting and detaching the small loads. Or do I want to be shunting and detaching the big loads first? That is probably more advisable, to be honest, because shunting a shorter train is markedly easier. Right, okay, we want to look at B6 then, for this slot. Oh yeah, the weather's like clouds are scudding across the sun. Is that train rolling? I know it's on an incline, is it rolling? It is not rolling. I am surprised. Has to be said. I am surprised. Let us go. I think we're hauling entirely steel rails today. It's going to be a very long... Yeah, it's entirely steel rails. A very long train made entirely out of pallets of bucking rails. There is one thing that really annoys me about the rails on pallets in this game. And that is... I'll show you now, shall I? The textures are wrong. So you see how they're all silvery on top, meant to be silvery, that's where the rail gets polished clean by the wheel. So it ends up, you know, without any of the dust, any of the rust or dust, gravel dust, that sort of thing, or gravel ballast dust, that sort of thing, ends up on the sides of rails that make them take on that rust colour that people know so well. These have not yet been used, they have just been milled. I have no idea why they already look like they've been in use. They should be rusty all over, or completely shiny. One of the two, pick a lane. They cannot be both. Well, I suppose some pallets could be both. I don't know. Depends how long they've been sat there after being milled. But, it's a very minor issue. But it annoys me. I don't even know why. It just annoys me. Right then, let us go forwards. More power. Oh yeah, this thing's already this sluggish. With just 4 pallets of rails on. When it's got 12, 16, 21, 32 pallets of steel rail. This thing's not going to move. Definitely up the hills, and I'm going to be struggling with traction. We might be alright going downhill, and I might, on the hills I might just have to put the sand down and go full throttle and pray. Okay, let's go on the brakes now, just the independent, because I want to let the back slide clear. Just going to burn some speed, but that's all. That's probably fine. And it was. Then. That was already set correctly. I'm just... You know, I really have to stop insulting myself. It probably does terrible things to my self-esteem. Right. Let us shunt locomotive. Smells like flowers. My window's closed. Public roses or something. Scented body wash. I don't know why. My door's closed, my window's closed. Spooky. On the air brakes now. Ah, on the air brakes. That'll do. I think we may have done a little damage with that impact. No, we don't seem to have. To either load. Excellent. Always connect the brake hoses first, otherwise I forget to do stuff with them. And then the result is I end up with a consist that is braked. And as it brakes, just drag you, which is not great when you're already pushing your engine harder than it was probably designed to be pushed. Like, this engine actually has decent cooling, unlike any other engine in Derail Valley, because it's a mod. So the creator has actually looked more towards realism than towards gameplay mechanics. But I still wouldn't want to leave it at full power. The amount of time that I would have to leave it at full power if you know 12 pallets worth of rails were just dragging their brakes. That would be a mess. Come on. Come on. No, you listen to that turbo. You know you want to move. Yeah, this thing's gonna need double heading. I think it's gonna need double heading. If it's already struggling. Might even need triple heading. I'm glad I invested in the multiple unit license. Otherwise I'd have to drive them all myself. Individually, the way it was done before that cable was out. Look at that. I'm going to just give it a little bit of power now, just to stop us from stopping. When we hit the hill now. shit. You shit. Of course, we might stop anyway. So we've got those, we've got those. B1 out. And the long boy, which is the one we're going to get. Okay, that's not right. The long boy, which is the one we're going to get first. Second, not first, B4. One and then B4. Okay. Like so. Fuck. Just dump the pressure. I would normally just hold a train while I'm building it on the independent brake. With something of this length, with a single locomotive's worth of independent braking, I'm not entirely comfortable with that. So I want to get the short bastard first. Then the long. Just split that set of points and go and get our train. I might spawn a caboose because I think. Well, I'm not entirely sure how you get a caboose. I might see if I can get a caboose like with an in-game method first before I can spawn one. Good shot. I did not know that was a thing. Come on, brakes. Goes to show just how heavy this train is, that pushing it downhill is taking a significant amount of tractor effort on the part of this locomotive. We are already stopping again. I do not believe it. Okay, we might be alright. I'm just gonna hope now that this train is gonna keep rolling. It is quite heavy, so it probably will. I'm gonna use the method of dump the brake pressure when we get close. And then if I don't quite judge that one perfectly, we go from there. Oh yeah, I forgot to put another random light there. They are good lights, although for some reason they do still light from behind, which is a bit weird. It's a mod, if anyone's interested. What's it called? Light Sniper, there you go. So there we go, we are now approaching. I have to dump all the brake pressure and hope. Doing it now. That was effective. Not. It was barely noticeable, but there was a deceleration. Oh, we might have to do this last coupling in the dark. Fuck you. Right. Yeah, I really don't think a single locomotive would be able to pull this in real life, so this is probably realistic. I don't know if it's certain, of course. I'm not a driver, as much as I wish I was. I am not. Am I? Fuck it, full power with sand. Let's see if we can't get some movement out here. We're getting almost nothing. Full tilt. This is full chat. There we go, now we've got some acceleration. Listen to those traction motors. This mod has some good. I'm not entirely sure if it's just the DE6 sounds recycled because I haven't heard the DE6, or if it's actually its own sounds. But if it's its own sounds, this mod has got some good sound, but half decent things. It's not the best I've ever seen. It will do much. But oh no. And there goes the sun. Don't entirely know where. We've got dramatic music playing, really? Right, so we've grabbed the other long boy, this fucker. B1, which means we need to clear not only that to the points, but also this segment. Oh. Right, we've just done that. I'm just going to go ahead and dump the brake pressure. Alright. Am I doing something while I get B1? I'm just a pillar. We want the long boy now. Not the short boy, so we want B4. Just still on that side. I'm an utter idiot. I am. I really should stop insulting myself. Like I say, it probably doesn't help myself. But, I'm gonna run back down this train, and I guarantee you by the time I get to the end, brakes will be fully released and the train might even be rolling. Okay, there's better music. I'm gonna find something else, because this is not... I'm just gonna find the Minecraft soundtrack, man. Like, you can never go wrong with a little bit of Minecraft music. Volume alpha, go. Oh shit. Shit. We're not rolling yet. Stuck on the steel pallets because I'm mistiming my jump. I hope the new, like, stop. Oh, we're rolling then, but we're not now. I hope the new stock diesel locomotives that come with the simulator update are more powerful than, you know, what we've got. We are fully released. I'm surprised the train's was rolling. Now it is. I'll let you accelerate to totally of 10 kilometers per hour. Absolutely breakneck speed. Now we're going to come off that. We're going to absolutely mash F in order to get down to the other end. Yeah, somehow I don't think we'll get my time bonuses on this one. That is a big issue, right? If you take a lot of jobs at once, it's going to take you a while to run the route. And to build your train at the start. Generally, if I can, I will build my train before I take the jobs. If you know it's obvious which pallets are which, but it wasn't because I didn't know which pallets were going where, etc. And with what order I needed to build them in. But if I can, I will build the train before I do anything else. Come on, stop. That might have done some damage. Didn't that. I don't want to listen to cave sounds, thank you. I said I don't want to listen to cave sounds. Can you actually skip, please? Jesus. Just realised I left someone on red. Sorry for this. I'm going to take a second to reply to them. Normally I wouldn't bother, but it is my girlfriend, so probably shouldn't leave her on red. properly now. They're already blown out. Oh, this is such a ridiculously long train. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to get moving now at all. Which will be most inconvenient. I'm just going to let that slowly build up. Did I just leave my sandman? I'm not going to have any left. Ugh. I don't have any sand left. This is going to be an extremely difficult run then. We've got rain coming down now as well. Come on. I'm pushing this engine as hard as I can without spinning wheels. Oh, holy shit. Look at that tractor there. Nearly 4 kilograms. 4,000 amps. We are moving. Barely. We are moving. Yeah. Alright. Are we still spinning wheels? Just less? No, or we'd see it. We're doing a whole 5 kilometers per hour. At this rate, this is probably hopeless. I'm just gonna definitely hopeless, right? I'm gonna roll it back. Then I'm gonna use the belt my advantage anymore. Actually, I don't need to. I'm just gonna hold it here then on the independent brake, so if it does roll back. This is not Minecraft music I recognize. This is Chris, which I don't think ever actually made it into the game. Right. Music is still very loud, but it's Minecraft music, so I'm not that bothered by it. If you are, please let me know if my audio balancing is off, because I will fix it, but only if I know, because I can only fix it if I know. Are there any locomotives spawned here at all? There's a shunter. That's not much use, if I'm being honest. It has a maximum weight capacity of 200 tons plus itself. That's nothing when I'm hauling, let's see, 600 plus, well, 900, let's call it, sorry, 700, let's call it, plus 230, plus 300, so 1,230 plus, yeah, 1,860 metric tons, give or take. I could use something with a bit more bite than a shunter. But there doesn't seem to be anything. I don't like spawning stuff in because then it doesn't charge you for the repair cost, etc. But I don't think I have any real choice. Well, of course I do have a choice. I could admit defeat and cancel jobs, but I really don't want to. Is there anything over here? Or anything over towards Oil Well Central? Because even if I have to drive it from a fair distance away, I'm willing to do that. This is not Oil Well Central. I think this goes up towards, yeah, Forest Central. I'm just gonna speed there, fast travel it. Yes. I think that will automatically invalidate any time bonuses that I was going to get, but let's be honest, I wasn't going to get them anyway, so... really matter. There is literally nothing here. This place is dead. Is something over here? Of course, it's another fucking guard van. I might have to uninstall that mod because it treats them as locomotives. So where there should be locomotives spawned, it'll sometimes just randomly spawn guard vans. It even seems to be weighted towards it, which is really annoying. Like, ridiculously annoying. Right. Do we have anything, or is it just going to be spawning more guards vans? That is the question today. Or will it just not spawn anything at all? Which is also a distinct possibility. I don't think it's spawned anything yet. It doesn't seem to. Is there a railway line over there, maybe? I know there are storage sidings here, but... There's a random turntable. And another guardsman. And a service point. Yeah, I'm going to uninstall the guards van mod. It's not particularly well made. But the only good thing about it really is the custom wheel sounds. That only play sometimes. And it is replacing other locomotives. So I'm just going to say that I found a guard, like a locomotive there, because that's really not fast travel. I have a license for that locomotive. What do you mean I have a license for that locomotive? Whatever. Annoying. Right, let us go. I'm just gonna have to spawn it in, man. I hate doing it, but it's gonna happen. Spawner. Where is it? Caboose. That's not what I'm interested in. Passenger blue, green, red, gondolas, hoppers, boxcars. Tank, auto rack, flatbed, locomotive, diesel, tender, steam heavy, shunter. Here we go, this is what we're after. Right. Let's crawl this thing back up the hill as far as there. Come on. That's coupled, but not multiple united. Fixed it. Now I've just got to fire the... Which is basically just fumbling around in the dark until you see a highlight. Nope, there's one. There we go, and we're just gonna... Fumbling around in the dark until we see a highlight. Switch it on. Fumble around in the dark until we see a highlight. Switch it on. Switch on the locomotive lights. Switch on the locomotive. All reverses to forwards. All brakes are fully on. Let's release the air brakes. They'll take a second. And let's just switch off this thing's locomotive lights while we're at it. Okay, not needed. This should actually offer us a somewhat decent power to weight ratio. Although we do still have to be mindful of the fact we can't use sand because the rear locomotive doesn't have sand and will just grind the rails and itself apart. So right then. I think let's get moving. There we go. Yes. Harbour and town, okay. We are on the correct track. Let's go left, left, right, left, left. And I think the track should already be set up, because I've driven this way in a passenger train so plus we did just come back this way. My memory doesn't fail me. Full power. Crash this thing at this rate. Doing 30 kilometers an hour in it. Look at the length of this train, and you can kind of have some sympathy for it, right? Because this thing is shifting, actually. I'm going to get back in the cab because I do not trust it to run itself for the time it takes me to, you know. I'm only doing 35, it's not shifting as fast as I thought it was. But it is also accelerating. Now it's struggling to accelerate some comfortable wheels. That is a ridiculously long train for this game. It just keeps going. No wonder I need to triple head the bucket. What? 60 minutes? At 70 coming up. Rather lower than a 2.3% gradient, which is nice. Absolutely so. Oh, I never checked the bloody what's it guru there, fucking. C is not a through. I should have stacked the C ones last. Sorry, first. there will be some shunting to be done. Fuck's sake. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. On a single track section of line, and honestly, even if there was, I'm not sure I could confirm it. Onward we go. In the astronomically rare chance that Stormworks developers for some reason watching my stream, this is what I'd like to be able to do with Stormworks trains. If you would do two things. One, fix the rolling resistance of bogies. And two, fix the performance of the game. It does not have a super advanced physics engine, so it really shouldn't perform as badly as it is. 65 kilometers an hour. Very good. There is a tree on my line. Fix it, please. Developers, because I mean, there is no interaction. You just kind of click through it. I think the map has been procedurally generated. Because some of the routings of the tracks don't really make much sense. And some of the trees are in weird places. I know for a fact the sign is procedurally generated. I'm just not so sure about the rest. This thing's cruising. 75 km in an 80. Man, this music's bringing back memories. I built like a battleship out of wood. And I used dispensers for cannons, right? And I thought, you know what? This is going to be awesome. But I didn't build like TNT cannons. I just like stuck dispensers to the side of the ship and then made them shit out TNT. And the result was it would just drop TNT into the water, and I got really sad because I couldn't work out how to build a functioning cannon. Because I was like 7 or 8. This was before I really knew YouTube. Pity, because if I had have known YouTube, I probably would have made a YouTube account a few years earlier. And then I might actually, you know, not be terrible at YouTube and shit. Because I have a bit more practice. And I might even have a bit of a following if I was lucky. I went off on a complete tangent then. But yeah, I built a battleship out of wood and tried to use just bog standard dispensers for cannons. The only thing I could use them with, of course, was fire charges, and that got old fast. I wanted the boom when they hit enemy ships. I didn't just want it to be, you know, silly little fireballs. I wanted some explosions and I wanted some fun, but that just wasn't doable in the game with just, you know, one block. I don't think it is to this day with just one block. So that just kind of made me a bit sad. Like, I can kind of think of a rudimentary style 3-block tall TNT cannon today. I don't know if pistons can push activated TNT, but if they can, then drop a piece of activated TNT out of the dispenser onto a speed limit 60. We are doing 47-ish. We'll be fine. Drop a piece of activated TNT out of a dispenser onto a slime block, and then as it starts to bounce, because it will bounce, because it's an entity, use the piston to push it. And that might work for a short distance TNT can. That might actually work. I am playing a train game and talking about Minecraft. I don't know why. It's roll with it, I guess. Welcome to the inside of my head. It's a bit of a mess. Going too fast is the biggest mess. We are downhill gradient now. It's fine. Probably going to need to pin down our brakes. But we are going to need to pin down our brakes. I might preempt that. Going to preempt that. Here's that really stupidly sharp corner that always derails trains. We go around it okay because we're actually doing the speed limit, not 10 over. 70, but we've got to stay at 40 because I don't want to derail the back end of the train. That would be disastrous. Just keep rolling. I have no idea when the back end of this train will be round. It is really quite stupidly long. It just keeps coming. Just look at that, it just keeps coming. But it will be at some point, I'm sure. What's our speed? Pretty much 40. Alright. With a, I believe, a 60 limits at the moment, but I'm just going to let it coast. I don't particularly want to lose the payout on this. Pin down my brakes again. Am I schizophrenic or something? I keep getting like this feeling that someone's watching me. Not just, you know, from the stream, because there are currently 2 people, apart from myself, watching my stream. And I watch my stream to make sure that it's actually going well, there's no buffering, it's not, you know, blocked or anything. But there is a not insignificant, like, feeling that in real life I'm being watched. When I saw this just now, it looked like there was a bug in game, because that was like laid at this perfectly the same angle as the cliff. And my immediate thought was like, well, my heart decided, you know what, I'm just gonna absolutely race for no reason. And for some reason the first thought that popped into my head was that is about to jump through my monitor. I don't know. My brain's doing weird things at the moment. It's kind of scaring me. Has been for a couple of weeks. It's a little bit unnerving. It'll pass, I'm sure, but it's just kind of like one of those things that you wish didn't happen. Mild inconvenience, but I'm going mad. I'm going insane. Chatting shit with random people on the internet is good. But my phone has put itself into do not disturb mode, because it always does that at 10 PM. And the result of that is I have missed about 16,000 messages. But I'm going to temporarily pause my game and respond to them all now. Like I have bits of like, I just cannot stop trembling. I'm not cold. I'm not, you know, low blood sugar. I just cannot stop trembling sometimes. And I'm always hungry. I'm always slightly too warm. And for these and other issues, like I've been feeling constantly sick. I sometimes struggle to keep food down. I sometimes struggle to process food properly, etc. I've been taken to the doctors. I went to the doctors and I got blood tests done. And they were supposed to ring me today and tell me the results, and they didn't. So I'm hoping they ring me on Monday. And if they don't ring me on Monday, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Because, you know, at the moment I feel just about well enough to go to school. Barely. But I can't go to school if I'm waiting on a phone call from the GP, which would come at any time. Between, you know, sort of 8 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the evening. It's really frustrating. And is a major contributor to my stress levels at the moment. And I think stress is the main reason I feel so shit all the time, if I'm being honest. Because it messes with you massively, stress does. It throws off lots and lots of little bodily processes that are supposed to work properly. And having too much cortisol, too much of the stress hormone, just means they either stop working properly or just stop working entirely. And that can lead to horrible, horrible headaches and nausea and sickness, diarrhea, all these nasty symptoms. It can lead to phantom pain as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they sent me a letter to tell me that they wanted me to ring them to arrange a phone consultation. They never sent me a letter before, because this isn't the first time I've had blood tests, it's like the second and third. And the last times, they didn't send me a letter, they just didn't get back to me. Which means they found something. That's pushing my stress levels even further up, because they found something and they won't tell me what it is. And I think this is a 50-minute, but it drops to 40 now, so just kick those brakes in. Yes. Good night. Will do. I've always got one set, but yeah, will do. Thank you. Good night, love you. Oh, she's already gone. My mother is the best mother, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Elbows. Loving your parents is cool. We roll. There is, over there, a city that is completely not lit up at all. It's supposed to be like a port and city. Man, those clouds are moving quick. Pin my brakes, because we're going downhill. Into a 40 limit. And we're just going to let it run. I'm going to coast the whole way in. Stop. I've got to go to E and then do shuffle. To be honest, I might just go to... Yeah, I'm going to go to E first, and then I'm going to go to C. So E9 and E8, and then these two both go to C. Now C and D do more or not. Okay. Right, so I know the long load is on the end for a short load. I'll have to count that off, and I will ditch them at the entrance to the place. So we're going to roll along like all. Just until we get to the entrance to... Which is the long one? D. Okay, when we get to the entrance to D... In a minute now. Coming in from the west. We'll pass over one. And get in on the second. Technically we pass over two, but we're not counting yeah. So we pass over this one, and then it's the next one. Yep, it is. Okay, so we're going to just leave these cars here. And take the other one to E, which is directly in front of us. So we're going to have to count off now in the rain and wet and the cold and the darkness. How many carriages to leave behind? Let's just dump the brake pressure there. So, I think 3 and 4, these two jobs are the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 if I'm counting that correctly, which is that's 1, 2. You know what? Fine. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Counting correctly, which that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've lost count because I nearly fell off. Okay, so I think this is 12. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th carriage, which means we're disconnecting here. There we go. Very good. Come back to them in a minute. And now they're going to hold themselves on their own handbrakes. Because we've blown all the pressure out. Let's see. Oh hey, it's sunrise as well, very good. Bam, 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 E9 input and E8. Okay, so we start with the long one, of course we do. Let's go into E9. Alright. That's doable. Easy, easy. Just gonna accelerate the brake pressure to lift. What then? I only have a single view, which is myself. People have moved on. I am alone. I do have 3 marks there. Very good. Yeah. Let's move. I'm stupid as hell. Wow. Literally sets the points. This is 9. Let's decel down to 20 because we're dumping here. I'm just going to use the independent to do it. And then we need to dump, I think, 12 here. Yes. Leaving just 4 on. Yes, it does. Very good. And we'll validate them both, just to make sure we've got the right things in the right places. And then we'll move on and create the other set of 2. Just going to roll it forwards until our front wheels are over that set of points. Actually, I might just stop it. I mean, I'm just going to dump brakes now. We'll be fine here. Actually, will we? I don't know if it'll recognize that. It's partially outside the thing. I hope it does. Alright, well. Let us leave 4 then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm not going to risk it. We're going to roll this train forward a bit more. I'm just going to brute force it through the brakes. Absolutely hammer it. Come on. One, 2, 3, 4. We are just decoupling here. This is fucked, I suppose. Oh yeah, how you managed that one? Managed to get this one looking so good. Right then, what do you dump those? Right then, let's go and cash these two in. Where's my house? Well, the house is not actually mine, as much as I'd like it to be. Yeah, I literally walked past it like 3 times. It's E9, E8. Yeah, another thing. Big money numbers, yes, yes. Might do 200k by the end of it. Would be nice. Right, let's come back and get these bastards. Oh, fine, I've never driven over this section of track before. That's great. I know, weird, but true. I've never driven over it before. Right, we should be clear now. And bring it to a screeching, squealing halt. What's over? It's over. Very good. We have plenty of leeway in this thing. Even though we're fighting the air brakes at the moment, we are going to just see how fast we go. With 3 engines on it, the acceleration should be similar. Oh, and it is. Oh, we go. This is highly irresponsible. I'm going to stop. The deceleration is just as slow. So we'll accept this one. Shit. We do have quite a way to go actually until we get to the end here, so I'm going to double our current speed and just drive for a more acceptable end. See what's going on. Okay, no effort. We are going to go full speed for this one. We'll decelerate before we go. Turns out, speed. Let us break. Man, my game is really chugging. I don't know why. It's just not happy with me. We have a long one on the art end, so we've got D4. Look to the right hand side, no. D4I. D4 input, there we go, it's just straight in on this side. Well, we can just go now. We can just go messages to the point. As soon as I have decoupled this load and the other one, I will do that. Shouldn't take a minute if they are right. It's like D4 and D and C, but I think we're going good speed. We're right on the edge of what's permissible around that corner. Holy shit. Let the speed bleed off with a little help from the independent brake. A little more help from the independent brake. A lot of help from the independent brake. Look at just how heavy what I'm hauling is sometimes. That'll do. To leave 5 on today. Holy shit, the thing is way long. Wow. Okay, we're going to need to give it a bit more leeway than that. Like, that's stupid long. Is that even going to fit? I'm not sure it will. I think it's just too long. We'll see. I mean, it must, because we'll be doing a mission, but if it does, it'll be bad. Oh, it's going to be steep bad. Too much speed. Get down to a more reasonable number here. That'll do, I think. We all in? We are still not all in. Okay, we're just over a fraction. Which does make sense, actually, considering where we are. So we're just going to give this thing a little bit of welly. We're going to get out and we are going to personally oversee this thing. So this is about a little way down the field. have anything in it? No, in which case we can stop it there, we can stop it here because we've found out. Man, this thing has some serious power behind it. You listen to that engine, it's got some grunt. No, I'm gonna drive this from a more advantageous driving position, shall we say. I can actually see what's going on. That's what we just dropped off. It is literally the same length as the siding. Or at least the siding markers, which I presume indicate where you have to put stuff aside. I'm done with shuffling 13. I'm going to put volume beta on now, which is like volume alpha except slightly better. It includes all the music disc tracks. Volume beta go. Starting with Haunt Must Be, which I can't remember if that's good or bad. Is a good. The C418 era was the best era of Minecraft music. You cannot change my mind. Oh, that's a weird graphical glitch. Would be time to set the points. I believe the problem is in C2. Again, it is worth noting for anyone interested. This game does not look like this normally. This is heavily modded. There is a new update coming out though, which adds stuff such as weather and day-night cycle, which is implemented by the mods. It does it itself, I believe. There's no, plagiarism from the mods involved. Just to cover my ass. So yeah, if you pick up Derail Valley now, this could be the future without mods. One day soon, hopefully. 2023, next year. So, not always. We accelerate. At speed. Probably should swing it in. Actually, doesn't Derail Valley have its own OST? Sorts. I think it does. But it's not on Spotify. Here we go. I'm probably going to call it for the night. The Derail Valley, to be honest. Thank you for joining.